Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Hip Hop Gossip for you. Diddy once told Elliott Wilson to ask if he killed 2Pac. Exclusive. Elliott Wilson, a renowned hip-hop writer, stated that Diddy once given him permission to question him about 2Pac's murder. Wilson, the editorial director of hip-hop journalism at Uproxx Studios, HIPHOP's parent business, recounted this exchange on the most recent episode of The Bigger Picture. Wilson explained that he has never had a good rapport with Puffy because he published an outspoken interview with Shine and XXL, where he famously served as editor-in-chief, following the contentious 1999 nightclub shooting that resulted in the ex-Bad Boy rapper serving nearly a decade in prison while Diddy escaped. However, around the time of his Money-Making Mitch mixtape in 2015, the rap mogul gave Wilson the impression that he was willing to sit down for an interview and discuss some real shit, especially the long-running suspicions that he was implicated in 2Pac's death. "I was kicking it with him for a day or two on and off, just talking to him about everything. He acted as if he finally wanted to give me an interview," Wilson stated. "I recall him saying to me, 'You've got to ask me some serious shit. You have to ask me if I killed 2Pac.' And then he left the room." Wilson said that, in his opinion, Diddy didn't express it in a way like, "I did it." He said it almost as if, "I want this moment of atonement, of me addressing the circumstances. That's how I interpreted it, but maybe I'm wrong." The former XXL boss, however, never had the opportunity to ask Puffy the issue because that was probably the last time I saw him, he stated. Rumors that Diddy organized the death of 2Pac, who was killed in a drive-by shooting in Las Vegas in September 1996, have persisted for years. Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, the former Compton Crip and the only suspect in the case, told authorities in 2008 that the Harlem-bred hitmaker offered him $1 million to kill both Pac and Suge Knight during the Bad Boy Death Row feud in the mid-1990s. According to a recent prosecutor's complaint, Keefe was asked by detectives during that chat if Diddy played a role in this thing, to which he responded, "Yeah, I think he did." Keefe expounded on the claimed meeting in a subsequent YouTube interview, stating that Diddy called him after 2Pac was shot and asked, "Is that us?" The Bad Boy boss had previously denied any involvement in the murder, telling the Los Angeles Weekly in 2011 that Keefe D's claim was pure fiction and completely ridiculous. Nonetheless, conjecture has persisted, with Eminem, 50 Cent, and former Diddy signee Modellery all mentioning the claims in recent months. It was also reported last summer that 2Pac's family engaged a team of private investigators to check into Puffy's alleged involvement in the late rapper's murder, though the entrepreneur has yet to face charges in the case. He is, however, facing multiple federal indictments in New York coming from allegations that he molested women for decades and forced them to have sex with male prostitutes for his own enjoyment. Chris Brown and Lil Durk are being sued for allegedly stealing a song from their producer. Producer Micah Foster has sued Chris Brown and Lil Durk for allegedly taking his beat for their 2022 collaboration, Till the Wheels Fall Off. Foster claims that he played Brown his song, which was then titled A Wheels Fall Off, and that the R&B singer plagiarized the chorus, hook, and arrangement for his and Durk's smash, which was released on the album Breezy. Foster alleges in the lawsuit, which was acquired by TMZ, that his song was created in 2019, 3 years before Brown and Durk collaborated. Foster seeks royalties on the song and claims he has not been paid anything, prompting the lawsuit. Brown and Durk have yet to respond to the complaint and the allegations contained within. HHDX YouTube video player, play button YouTube video, Chris Brown and Lil Durk sued for allegedly stealing song from producer. Till the Wheels Fall Off is the opening tune from Brown's 2022 album, which also features Capella Gray. The song's songwriters include Rockstar, Friday, Kafano Rec, and Yakub Khawaja. Brown was also recently sued for $50 million following an alleged backstage beating at one of his tour stops in Texas. According to TMZ, Brown and Yella Beezy, together with Breezy's friend Cinco Siege, and Live Nation are being sued by Larry Parker, Joseph Lewis, Charles Bush, and DeMarcus Powell. The four males claim to have been invited backstage at Chris's 11/11 tour in Fort Worth, Texas, on July 20th, along with 40 other women. According to Bush's version of events, he dapped Chris and was having a good time when one of the singer's crew members asked, "Man, you don't remember you two were beefing?" Bush says Chris said, "Oh, yeah, we were. What's up, Nga?" "I don't forget shit," he said, before ordering his gang to jump the visitor. Bush was then allegedly encircled by 7 to 10 people, who punched and kicked him before throwing a chair at his head. All 4 men allege they were severely injured and had to undergo a variety of medical procedures. According to their attorney, Tony Busby, at least one of them is still hospitalized. Meek Mill is willing to bet $1 million Diddy's sex charges have not been proven to be weird. Meek Mill is willing to stake big money, $1 million, to be exact, that Diddy's allegations are not shown to be weird in court. The Philadelphia rapper has generally been mute on his friend and collaborator's sex trafficking and racketeering charges, but he did appear to address some of the salacious allegations against the Bad Boy leader on Thursday, September 19. After commenting on the enormous layoffs at his previous label Atlantic Records, a user insulted him with the following response: "Bruh, this Nga is just setting himself up to get roasted. Read the room, tear face emoji." Meek responded to Diddy's argument by stating, "I will personally give you $1 million if these stories add up to anything weird beyond trench/hood level. There are 2 things we cannot do in the trenches. You have no idea what kind of man I am." Diddy was arrested in New York earlier this week and charged with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking, and transportation for prostitution, to which he has pled not guilty. The allegation revolves around the mogul's alleged freak-offs, which are defined as elaborate sex performances that Diddy arranged, directed, masturbated during, and often electronically recorded. Prosecutors allege that he compelled women into participating in these sex sessions by employing narcotics, assault, threats, and extortion, as well as paying and transporting male sex workers across state lines and internationally to have sex with them. According to the indictment, federal authorities recovered evidence of these freak-offs during raids on Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami houses in March, including video footage of the sexual performances as well as over 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricants. Further allegations have subsequently surfaced, with a federal law enforcement source stating that Puffy maintained sex rooms at his Florida estate, with concealed cameras planted in various locations. The informant reportedly said that when Diddy wasn't participating in the freak shows, he would often watch them from afar using the hidden cameras on his phone, which he would sometimes project onto a TV in another room. "In my opinion, he's as bad as Jeffrey Epstein," they told the New York Post. "These women are young. Either barely legal or barely illegal." Meek Mill became embroiled in Diddy's civil legal woes earlier this year, when producer Lil Rod claimed in his sexual assault case that the cold-hearted partners had sex. "I'm from Philadelphia. I don't use coke or Molly. I am so heavy that no one will even offer me a soda. I have never been approached by a man or what about gay activity, and the entire facility has not been flipped. I got up and saw this on every blog, as if they knew I was coming." He wrote on X.